right, so yesterday we broke the story of a building that was collapsing in Asafo in Kumasi. It was actually in real time on the show. What we know now is that the Kumasi Mayor Osei Esibe Entry has ordered that the building be demolished and other buildings be checked to see if they're strong. My colleague Erastus Asaridonko will be joining us in a bit. Stay with us. This is Still the AM show. Okay, so Erastus is actually joining us live now. Erastus, if you can hear me, good morning to you. What can you tell us? Is the building still standing, maybe, or is totally caved in? Hello, Erastus?
Well, the building has been demolished. Yes, I can hear you. If you can hear me, the building has been demolished, and it was demolished yesterday. So what we have this morning are the ruins, as you can see behind me. So to that side, debris over there, that was the original location of that building, which was collapsing.
Okay.
And just as we told our viewers yesterday, it was collapsing because, well, for now, there are two accounts. There are engineers who are saying that the building was structurally weak, but then the owner of the building who is also saying that beneath the building, the foundation. I am tempted to believe that because yesterday when the excavator was pulling the remaining of the building down, it took some time. In fact, if it was a weak structure, the constant tamping by the bulldozer would have caused it to collapse completely in a bit. But it kept chipping at it for a long time, tamping it with its arm, and it wouldn't come down. It had to continue chipping at it until finally the last bit, he broke the pillars until the last bit came tumbling down. So you could see the debris there. And this is the second structure that was meant for demolition. It wasn't part of the original plan, but then the mayor indicated that per the advice that this particular building is also weak. Has been demolished, remaining what you see in the background. So going forward, we are seeing other structures sited on the Subin drain as well. So if you can see to this end towards Central Market, and the mayor has ordered some structural integrity tests to be conducted starting from today by engineers of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. So it is based on their results that it will be determined whether these buildings should also go or they are still going to stand. So that is what is going to happen in the coming days. Some structural integrity tests will be conducted by as you see in your shot. This particular one in your shot, the top of the building, yesterday comments were passed as to whether it is strong enough. Some of the experts who gathered yesterday think that the structure up there will be weak to carry any form of roofing. So the engineers will assess that, and they will recommend to the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly what should be done going forward. But going forward, it brings to question many of the stories that we've been doing on buildings that we, per our layman's eye, we see to be structurally weak. And in fact, one of such buildings is at Asokwa, where we did that story. Says that it doesn't have any building permit from the assembly, but recently we've seen it being roofed, and we did stories about it. We were told, in fact secretly by some sources, that because the owner of the building has some links within government, the building cannot be pulled down. And so he continues to continue with that building. That is what the concern that many are raising, that since this has come into focus, the building was collapsing and it was so dire the authorities will not have demolished it. So it brings into account those buildings we have in Kumasi that are structurally weak. What is going to happen to them? And that's the multi-million-dollar question that people are asking at the moment.
And Erastus, we thank you this morning for this live updates. That's Erastus Asari Donko, my colleague in Kumasi. Apologies there for the intermittent breaks.